Hello, I'm doing Ayaka's quest. But before we get to that, I'm just doing this right now. Holy crap. Didn't expect to get a 5-star. No way! No way! Oh my gosh, I got Chi-Chi. I really wanted Chi-Chi. I'm so excited. Holy cow. Okay.
Where do you want to go next?
Give me a few minutes to freak out about it.
Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
This is exciting. Okay, let's see. Where's Chi-Chi? There she is. Okay.
1, 2, breathe.
Thankfully, I have a lot of hero's wit.
4, and
Normally, I don't. Normally, I'd be like, well, great, she's gonna stay at level 1 for like 800 years, but, you know? Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I always scale down. Like, how much XP can I waste? Or, you know... No, how much XP can I save by using the smaller chunks, I guess. Because I hate wasting, like,
now I have more
1900 XP for... No. Anyways. Normally I should be sitting around at low levels because I wouldn't have enough, but
1,
I haven't played it, haven't got any new characters in forever, so...
4, and
Yay, this is fun. I think the last times I've wished I've just gotten, like, doubles, you know, like, constellations. Some for things I wanted, some for things I didn't. You know how it is. Anyways. Got her all the way up to 40, though, that's good.
ah. 1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
She's so cute. Oops. Wrong tab. There we go. Always doing that. I don't know why they do that to me. Okay. I have to click on all the notifications. I hate the red dots and it annoys me. But there's nothing I can do about it right now, so whatever. Elemental skill, 40% chance and it's on cooldown. I feel like sacrificial, was supposed to be good for Chi-Chi. I don't think the other ones. Unless, no. I do get better artifacts after this. Just so nobody freaks out. Just trying to find what works for her. What works for poor Chi-Chi in this section. This is why I decided to do a voiceover, was because honestly, I was like, do I want to put text over this? I'm really sick of doing text, honestly. It's like, it just makes everything so much more time consuming. And it takes so much more editing, too. It's like, why do I want to sit there and put text on the screen for ages when I could just talk and be done with it? I mean, other than the fact that I hate the sound of my own voice, and hearing this back in recording will probably make me want to fling myself off a cliff. Other than that, Anyways. Other than that, it's better. I lose my train of thought a lot. I'm sorry. It happens. You're gonna have to give me a few minutes to freak out over Chi-Chi right now. Because it's so fun to get a new character, you know?
Guys,
And her ice skill is so much better than Kaya. I mean, holy cow. Like, I think she's my first ice character other than Kaya. I've had Kaya this whole time. My other three, you know, right there, Zhongli, Keqing, Diluc, they're all level 80. That's how long I have a level 80 Kaya. That's how long I've gone without an ice character. It's so horrifying. Honestly, so trust me, I'm so flippin' excited to get Chi-Chi. I thought I could get into these little tiny spaces, but apparently not. Apparently they're still off limits for even tiny Chi-Chi baby. I'm like, look at this, man. Oh my gosh, she could freeze a whole doggone river. Look at her. Look at her go.
What? Another bad one?
So much longer
Let me try
than
again.
Kaya. Like, I'm so excited about it. Wish there was something I could smack.
Whenever you are troubled.
Sword looks really cool though.
Go.
I think I was... Yeah. I thought I could hit something. You know, I thought I could do the... You know how Keqing's sword stays like electrified? I thought maybe her sword would, but it doesn't, so whatever. I'll take a picture of her though, because I'm so excited. Cute. That's really cute. That's annoying. Oh well. That doesn't seem to do anything. Haha, yeah. Definitely want to have that on. That's none of your business. Yay, Chi-Chi! So adorable. Alrighty. Don't know what that is, don't care. Like I said, I have to click on all the red I button thingies, whatever you call them. Notifications. I'm just that type of person, alright? I just see it floating in the corner of my vision, and it annoys me. Yep, those are everybody I have. Anyways. See? There it is again, just me clicking on things. I'm saying this because I'm doing voiceovers right now. That's what's happening. Because you'd think maybe just typing and adding it into the
1, 2,
edit would be easier, but
3,
it isn't, because you have to keep...
and
I don't have enough money to do the fancy programs, and then I have to keep doing the slider back and forth, trying to find the exact right spot I want to drop everything, and it probably doesn't take longer compared to voicing over like an entire episode, but it feels like it takes longer, like it causes me more stress. I think that's really what it is. It causes me more stress. I don't like doing it, so I'm just not gonna. Did I want to really do voiceovers? Not really, because I think you can kind of lose the plot a little bit, but the only reason I don't record my voice while I'm recording is because a lot of times I only do this at night. Like, I'll sit out, I don't know if it's the ADHD or what, but I like to play games while watching a movie. Maybe it's because, like, I have a really good long-term memory and I can remember pretty much every movie I've ever seen. So a lot of times, you know, I'm like, I kind of feel like watching this in the background. We're doing Chiatsu's letter quest. Good. Just want to be doing some quests. Oh, she looks so cute. Anyways. Just this whole video. Chi-Chi's so cute! I'm sorry if I blow out your ears on the mic. I have no way to tell till after I record, and... these are just baby steps. It's sort of like, you know, I can do this, you know. I can play video games. I like playing video games. So, why wouldn't I put it on YouTube? Plenty of other people do, so, you know. Yes, she asked us to deliver this letter, my dude. Good. Yeah. Of course. Anyways, so back to what I was saying before. The only reason I don't record my voice while I'm recording the video is because I'm usually watching a movie at the same time. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I don't care. It's just whatever that's called in neurodivergent land. Parallel play, I think it is, where you just sit next to each other and you both do things you enjoy kind of thing. Like, I'm just gonna do that with my family. Like, I don't care. You know, it's like you do what you want. I'll do what I want. She has to have a new wing glider because ew. I mean, those look cute. Like, I like how small and cute they are, but she's a Frost character, and she should have the cool Frost wings, like everybody else. Or the other Frost character, you know. Speaking of which... Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Diona. I'm like, did I have another ice? Yeah, I have an ice I don't use, because I don't use bow users. To all the official and amber mains out there, you can cry about it all you like, but I don't know. It's because I play on my phone, and I don't use a computer or a controller, but my gosh. I don't know how people can main bow characters. Like, do you enjoy death? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's just irritating. I don't know. I just feel like bow users do no damage at all. And so, you know. Plus, I can't aim for shit. That's really the kicker. I can't aim for shit. I hate using them. Oh my gosh, is this the part of the episode where I spent 8 years cooking? Hang on. And we're back. Why I spent 3-4 minutes cooking and doing my expedition nonsense on camera instead of pausing the recording, I'll never know. But it's gone now, so we're done. We're good.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Maybe this is unorthodox. All this behind the camera, behind the scenes nonsense, but I don't care. I'm just doing what I do, you know? Like, ugh. Alrighty. Just doing what I do, you know? Just trying to have fun. And laughing at myself and my poor editing decisions that I made at 9 o'clock at night while playing the game is part of my fun. I'm sorry, it just is. Aw, she's so cute. Sorry if this is fast, I have it on auto. I'm a fast reader anyways, so... It's hard when they don't have any voice. You just like, ugh. I'm definitely the type of game player where I just... like, smash the keyboard whenever characters are talking. I'm just like, yeah. Shush, get on with it. I don't need to hear all this crap, I'll figure it out. Also, her little tag flapping noise is kind of annoying.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation.
Are our clothes really so... oh!
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven.
Well, that sounds more like it.
See? I cut her off accidentally. Yay! Where am I going? Oh. That's right, I gotta go to the... collect the snacks. Anyways, her little tag that she wears, it flaps about, the kind of crunchy noise it makes, I don't really like it, and it bothers me. It's like, what's that noise? Ugh, it's that. Oh my gosh. I am a very much on the way kind of player, like, well, I have to go over here anyways, so I might as well pick up my ore while I'm here.
The Ame Noma art is to have the patience to move mountains and unrelenting willpower.
Fun shit. So annoying being a tiny character, you know? It's part of the reasons Diona's hard to use, because she's a bow user, so you have to swing the camera behind her to aim, and then, you know, a bush gets in your way because she's short. It's like, this is annoying, you know? At least Chi-Chi can smash the bushes in her way. Oh, cute little lolly run. Yay. More books for me.
1, 2, 3, 3, 4, and
She'll get there eventually. Don't worry about it. I love this game because I love exploring and climbing all over shit. It's just... It's like the part of me that used to do gymnastics is finally free and is like, yes, I'm gonna climb over this rock and this mountain and not take the designated pathway, because that's lame. Also, it's fun. Just, I love that they hide chests in like really random spots sometimes, because it just kind of, you feel like you're being rewarded for just being wild and climbing over random stuff. It's really fun. Also, I do tend to start a quest and then stop in the middle of it, do a different one. So I'm trying to stop that behavior for these because it's a pain. You know? Just need to get on with the quest and stop stopping. I don't know. I mean, that's what happened with that other. I just was supposed to do the letter quest, didn't do it for ages. But then in the middle of it, I run into the tea house, start the first like 2 seconds of that quest, stop it, go finish the other one. Like, trying to break that habit for recording because it's not helpful for me. It causes more editing when I have to chop and change different parts of the edit so it's all one linear project. Like the farmer's quest, that one was a nightmare.
well, now that we're here, where's... Paimon doesn't see it.
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about...
What?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I know a dog when I see one.
Alright, I've had my fun.
Hey, you're this close to getting...
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you... But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you
I'm
before
doing
Miss
it.
Kamisato.
I'm skipping the
To
conversation.
face the lightning alongside us.
It's so hard.
Bet Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck... his light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato Residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place
Oh? What?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction.
I have no patience. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, yeah. Done, move on. That's like the most painful part of recording, honestly, is like having to sit there being like, all the characters are still talking. Which sounds terrible because like some of the stories are interesting and I get really invested, but I read a lot faster, so having to go at a slower pace, it drives me nuts. I don't know what it is. Again, it's probably just the ADHD, but I'm just like, get on with it. But I can't do that when I'm recording. I gotta stop it. I gotta just be chill. And I'm sorry if you can hear me yawning, by the way. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's driving me nuts, actually. Just because I'm trying to not breathe loudly into the microphone or something, so then I'm just like holding my breath weird, and now I have to yawn all the time. I don't know, but it's driving me nuts.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
You bet.
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity.
And a pain in the ass.
Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist.
Why would she give it out in the first place, honestly?
The fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
See, at first I thought they were
If
just...
that's the case,
Never mind.
wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Oh, freaky. Right, she hears all the visions.
Hey, are you okay? You look like you're...
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear...
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem... Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato Residence.
Finally!
Yeah, you know, when we first got to...
Inazuma.
When we first got to Inazuma, or when we first heard about the Vision Hunt stuff, I thought she was just taking back the Electra visions, because, right, she's the Electra Archon, so I thought she was just being like, nope, I've decided to rescind all visions, and she's just taking back all of the visions that she gave people, you know, so only the Electra visions. It wasn't until we started the quest that I was like, oh, she's just taking everybody's vision from everywhere wild. Like, why? I could understand if it was just rescinding her own visions that she gave people, but other people's visions, like the visions from other gods, like why would she do that? I don't know. I mean, I legitimately don't know. I'm just like, didn't expect that in the story, I guess. I thought it was only the Electro visions that were being taken. Whatever. This right here is why I usually run around a new area and open up all the portals first, so that when I'm doing a story, I can just zip right over to where I need to go. I don't have to run over there or nothing. I can just teleport.
Life goes on.
Every time I'm in water now, I'm like, yes, must turn it to ice. Whee!
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at
hard to
last to
top
the
the Jade
Kamisato
Chamber.
Residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato was delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going? Oh, behind the...
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if...
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I'm just here to meet the Raiden Shogun.
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
No,
Bye.
please, wait!
I love how our
don't go.
character is just like, whatever. See ya.
I will
Don't give a
introduce
shit
you to
about
the
your
Raiden
life.
Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
Yay,
Your
commissions.
wishes.
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps one...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Anyways, I love how our character just couldn't give a single crap. Like, I thought we were supposed to be all helpful and shit, and it was so weird to do this part and have them be like, nope, don't care. Bye.
1, 2, 3, 4, and...
Like how every book I'm getting, I'm just chucking at Chi-Chi. It's just a level per quest milestone. Every time a book, she gets a level.
See, where's the
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play.
That must be the guy Ayaka told.
You must also be here to try. Teijima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Teijima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then out of the blue, he announced that he was going to leave and become a wanderer. Truth
Poor
be
guy.
told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here. You must be Teijima. So what's made you want to up and leave all of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay. True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone.
How about
In
that,
the
huh?
past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now. So I thought, what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay.
Can't wait till we
Well,
figure
in
out
that
why
case, if we
the
help
queen,
you rediscover the
the
reason
ruler,
you chose to stay, you
being
won't need
such
to
a
leave anymore,
butt.
right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back.
Nice try,
Oh,
Paimon.
that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so.
That's how I feel.
honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Teijima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
We'll just get on
We
with our
should head
lives,
back
it's
to the
fine.
village to inform the others of Teijima's situation.
Quest. Then we get to run around and look for stuff again. Come on, Chi-Chi. Oh, the random kid just cycling in the background. Not like cycling like on a bike, but his run cycles in the background. Ooh, ooh, shiny. Shiny, shiny. Come on, light up the thing. There you go.
This looks like Teijima's diary, alright. Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most treasured possession. Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. Time to pay a visit to the shrine.
She's too short to climb. Ha. Come on, Chi-Chi, get on the roof. There she goes. Good girl. Any shiny, fun things to see? Ah, the shrine.
So this is the omamori Teijima wrote about. Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy?
Come on, Chi-Chi, any day. Sorry about all those little pauses. Maybe you don't notice them, maybe I'm just being overcritical, but I notice them and it bothers me.
This seems to be somewhere the soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe it must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around. It looks like Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again?
Paimon. God.
But he's been here for 30 years. Well, let's go give Teijima his stuff back and take it.
Sometimes Paimon drives me crazy. Anyway, sorry about the little pauses. I think I was probably, like I said, doing the game while doing something else, getting vaguely distracted here and there.
Well, I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. But I have no... Still, it's clear that I was waiting for someone here, and that I chose to wait for 30 years. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, When my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared. No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
That's sad.
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing. Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person.
It's a good quest to start you off absolutely loathing.
Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision, is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
It's a good quest to really start you off just hating the Raiden Shogun. You're just like, ugh. Who is she to hurt all these people? Doggone it.
Breathe.
At least that's how I feel about it. Did I get another book? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And request a new level. I'm so ridiculous. Next. Nope, see, this is what I mean. Quests. It's not part of the main quest, but I'm like, yep, gonna stop, gotta do it.
They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
Oh, great.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. Ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe
You're giving
we
me
should
a headache,
talk to
Paimon.
Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you look, that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were
Sad.
helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them to top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. Which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself.
But we better confirm. Let's go round up those treasure. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot.
I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in Hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Stabilize! Another test subject.
Words cannot express how much I love Zhongli. And also Kaching. You know, I didn't even originally want Kaching, you know, because I already had Bido and I really liked Bido, but Kaching's constant electro damage is so nice. Like, it's just so useful. Look at that damage. And my only good fire boy.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of
I
something.
love these characters. They're always so goofy.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders?
Ha!
We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal. Now show us what...
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Owing. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Owing and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
It's fun to run around as Zhongli, I have to say. He's so much taller. I usually main him anyways, because... you know. I like the height better. But Chi-Chi's new and shiny, so... Plus, we're not fighting anything. It's so much easier when you get a new character and you're not, like, fighting stuff and you can run around in the quest as that character, you know? Although she's a leeway character, but all her colors match Inazuma. Like, way more. It's so funny to me.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we did...
Information is also a kind of... Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again, and see if he can remember anything.
It's so wild to me that he loses his vision. It just kind of seems like... What? Because he was being nice to people, he lost his vision? That's so shitty. Like, I don't know. I don't like that.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything...
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so. This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely. What did he say? I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now. Taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Yay, another quest done.
One, two,
And another level for Chi-Chi.
3, 4.
Oh my goodness. She's getting there bit by bit. I don't think I've ever done that with a character before, like, use each thing from the quest to level them up. I hate how much XP they need once they get past level 50. It's like so horrifying. And it takes forever. It's just like, I mean, I know part of that is like the paywall thing. Pay to play, whatever. Oop, shiny, shiny. Always have to go get the shinies. It's another one of those ADHD things. If there's shiny something, I'm getting it. I'm like so distracted during quests, I'm like running along the line and then I'm like, oh, you know what? While I'm on the way, I am going to grab all these random ingredients. Shiny, shiny. And I never take the path.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So, we've asked the Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head Shrine Maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head Shrine Maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary Shrine Maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
there. Come on, let's go after them.
Run, little Chi-Chi, run! Except for sweet flowers. If I can see that it's a sweet flower, I usually don't get it.
They aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Sparkle.
Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. I'll find treasure for sure.
Faster? Okay, faster.
Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best swordmaster, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Make-Yoshi Sui art. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations from me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down though, I still respected his mastery of the blade, and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Make-Yoshi Sui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name.
I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
I'm fine. Not scared.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yae has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yae? Is that the same Lady Yae that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news! Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yae is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yae can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Yae?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yae does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yae's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yae, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yae. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden children from her. Do you think that's Lady Yae? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now?
She looks cool.
It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yae, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yae, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yae, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then...
Sorry, I had a pop-up. So I'm leaving it there so you can read it. Deepest apologies for that.
Lady Yae, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
Is that what happened to the Electro Archon?
It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, I'm sorry.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yae and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yae has some words for you.
So, my intuition was correct. The wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yae seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. Paimon's so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato.
Oh wow, I didn't level up my Shichi that time. Amusing. Are we gonna get a Yae make Miko? I don't know. Lady Yae looks really cool.
1, 2,
I really want her to be a
3,
playable character.
4.
I wonder if she's gonna be a catalyst user like Lisa.
2, 3.
We could use a better catalyst user than Lisa, honestly. I hate using Lisa. She just, I don't know. Her like chuckle, flirty, older librarian lady persona. It's just, ugh. I don't like it at all.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Finally, we get to actually see Ayaka.
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our 3 friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm. Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh.
Paimon.
Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen?
It's awful. That's what it is.
Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential.
Maybe she's lost her mind.
Lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You
will?
Really? Naturally.
Alright, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all.
You telling me I got played? Doggone it.
Given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komore Tea House? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me?
Yeah, you damn right I do.
The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply.
That she's crazy?
It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling.
Yikes. That's kind of scary.
The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting...
Nevertheless,
No, it makes sense.
in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Norokami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. Of course, we have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Yeah.
Ooh, Paimon has a question though.
I have further questions.
What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
Yeah, Paimon, come on.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the
Not
moment,
challenge the doggone
all we
Shogun,
can do
that's
is
for
try and
sure.
reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them as a contingency measure.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there who can make fake visions?
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Great.
So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Masakatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
Yay. Fun. Assume this is where we get to meet the other character. And where I run off to do other commissions, probably. We shall see. Next round of recording I do, I'm definitely going to do the voice. Part of the issue was I thought my Bluetooth headphones recorded me talking, but
Hey,
on
do
both
you
the
know
recordings I
Neither
listened
do
to, they had the sound was coming out, it was picking up from the phone and not from the headphones, and it sounded, you know, it sounded better actually than these currently do,
Faster? Okay, faster.
but, you know, you could hear the feedback from my hands, and that wasn't good. So now I'm on a headset that does have the mic, but It's not Bluetooth, and that's annoying.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time. You'd best save yourself the trouble.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision. I won't even use it, I promise.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Psst! Hey, wait! Huh? There's someone trying to get our attention. Come on, this way. What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help?
Shh, quiet. Just sit tight and watch for a moment.
Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch others in trouble. Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision!
Wow, Paimon.
Shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. Here, take it.
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Quit freaking out, Paimon.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Jeez, Paimon.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out.
Yoimi is pretty fun, but of course I'm not going to pull for her because, you know, bow user, bleh, no thanks. But, you know, besides that, she seems pretty cool. I'm sure I piss a lot of people off with my sass about bow users, but I don't care.
2, 2, 3, 4.
One of these days I'll switch back to Zhongli instead of Chi-Chi and then I can go faster. For right now, I'm having too much fun with Chi-Chi. Where the heck are we going anyways? Oh, way the heck over there. Screw that, I'm just gonna teleport. That's why I unlock all the teleport waypoints, like I always say. Where the heck is this place? Where are we going? Ah! It's a domain thing. Fire and ice. Pretty. And if I die, then I die, and that's just the breaks. But I don't think I will, because Chi-Chi's too cool. And also, I'm not actually going to fight anyone with Chi-Chi. I'm just going to, you know, after there for elemental funness.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than Paimon imagined.
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, we've got a good chance. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. Let's find Master Masakatsu and get out of here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu. I'll be right back.
Her laugh is a little bit annoying, I have to say. This bothers me.
Just be careful not to get caught.
Yes, you too.
Yes, I know, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible human being. I love these domains. I have to say they're very cool. With the house structure and everything.
Guys.
That's so much fun. Take that. I hate it when I think they're dead for sure.
I must withdraw.
Damn right you must withdraw, bucko. Oops. I hate that button. Like, I love it for the language quest. You know the one.
Door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
But I hate it for other situations when I'm trying to move. This is so funny. Zhongli is so new. I like what? Maybe I was just really adhering strictly to the idea of ice and fire only. Also, I might not have built my Zhongli enough. It's just strange to me, I guess. But I don't think Zhongli was built. Just looking for goodies, you know. I'm that person in the domains who's always like breaking open boxes and looking for the hidden chest thing behind the door or whatever. Doing that. Those are fun.
Battle formation!
Ah! Shit, man. Where the hell did you come from? Didn't even get my shield up. Doggone it. There it is.
Cut to the chase.
I've lost.
Yeah, that's right. You have lost.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it.
Can't I figure things out on my own? Paimon, you have to tell me all the things.
These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Gee, I wonder, Paimon. I wonder if the armor does have anything to do with their strength. Precious.
I must withdraw.
Sorry, I'm being such a jerk to Paimon, but she's kind of bugging me. It's a dumb question. I thought that had the thingy in it, but it doesn't, so oh well. Ooh, chest, goodies.
Battle
formation order. Show me what
I love
you've
that
got.
move.
Show me what you've got. Don't
Wish I had
I
Chichi's
dare
skill
you.
right now. She's so good
Allow me.
for
Strike first.
multiple
Show me
enemies.
what you've got. Show me what you've got. Withdraw. Show me what you've got.
There she is.
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink.
The guys who block your sword are super annoying. Where's the other dude? Ah, there he is.
Gather. This is order.
I need you. Stay harder.
Delightful. Just checking. I'll make sure I get all the goodies, if there are any. Like what's up here? Anything? The ceiling? Does that go anywhere? Can I climb this? Yes. Does this go anywhere? Oh, it does! Hey! How about that? Huh. Alright. Oh. Damn it. What the hell was that? Oh my gosh. There we go. Good gravy. Aha! See? Chest. Mine. Anything else? No? Too bad. Oh well.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Yes, Paimon. Paimon stating the obvious is like my favorite thing. Before Chi-Chi was any kind of healer. Good times. Can you believe I didn't used to use Barbara? And I tried to do the Abyss with no Barbara, like some kind of crazy person?
Brace yourself. Lesson. Stabilize what you've got.
Take this.
Cut. Don't hold back.
better get over to there. Yep. Bye-bye. Surprised Paimon didn't tell me about it again.
Show me what you
still all
got.
glowy. Come on.
I dare you.
As usual, Zhongli's facing the wrong direction.
With sword comes shadow.
I will have order.
Gather.
Gives you a nice breathing room, so you can get your shield back up. That's what's nice about that one.
Don't hold back. I dare you. I need to train harder.
Anything else? Any goodies? No, clearly not. Sad. Oh, hey, look, a chest. Haha. Good. Mine. Let's see. Anything else? Anything up here? I forgot you can't climb in domains. Even though this so looks like climbable stuff, it's so weird that you can't climb it. I hate that. The lone soldier gun person standing at the end. You're just like, oh, neat. Anyways. Look at me. Still being stubborn. Like, nah, I'm gonna climb on this thing. I'm gonna get over there. Just you wait. Anything here? No. Alright, guess it's just this dude. Haha. Oh, jeez Louise, I'm just sitting on the edge. Ha. Oh. Shit. Oh well. I get the chest. Haha. And I can't get back up to him because I can't climb. So annoying. Oh. It's one of these though, so that's good. Oh shit. Whatever. Well. I have to wait for it to come back down, that's so annoying. Okay. Don't mind me, just waiting for the elevator. Is this the right direction? I think so. There he is.
Gather.
Oh, great. Seriously? What a pain in the ass.
Stabilize.
Oh my gosh, and his health is back. That's it, dude. You're coming over here. We're not playing over the hole anymore. Oh, he fell down the hole. Okay, fine. There. Now die! Oh, for Pete's sake! Fucking finally! Oh my gosh! What a pain in the ass that was! Unnecessarily! Unnecessarily a pain in the ass. Okay, we have all the sparkles. And another one of you, but I'm gonna ignore you because I don't care. Just gonna get to the door. Yeah, see? He's not gonna do anything about it. Ooh, fun. More doors. Okay.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Masakatsu.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
Ooh, the sneak music.
Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for my
Fireworks? Really, Yoimiya?
Fireworks?
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fire.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch.
Okay.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
You're so ridiculous, Yoimiya. Just gotta check out all the corners of the domain, make sure I got everything. Because usually once I complete these, I'm never coming back, so I'm just like, did I get all the stuff? I think so. Yeah, these were the stairs I took down. Alrighty. It's good enough for me.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yes, leave. Before I let my judgment get the better of me. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well...
Leave.
Doggone it. Did the skip thing again. Stop skipping! I was just really nervous, I think. Ooh, goody. Chest. Yay. Yay, I love goodies. It's almost like it's a holdover for when you would get goodie bags as a kid or something. It's like, ooh, yay, presents. People wonder why ADHD kids are addicted to video games. Like, I don't know, maybe because I get shiny things when I complete stuff. Leave me alone.
Whew. We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of there.
Master Masakatsu, how do you feel? Can you hold on?
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary without keeling over.
Thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated. I'll treat you to a round of drinks once this is all over.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kurosawa. Do you think she was making up for how the guards were treating him?
Maybe.
It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryou Commission. Though Paimon would never agree with their actions in the Vision Hunt Decree, of course.
Of course.
How about we go tell Ayaka and the others the good news?
I guess the teleport's just as far away, so whatever. Why take the roadways when I can take the shortcut? Ooh. Can I buy stuff from her yet? Maybe she'll give me an item. Sometimes they do, you know. Are we gonna get Inazuma style outfits? That would be really fun. I really want that. I want to wear cool outfits. I know they did like the cute summer thing for whatever her name is. But still. No, that's it? Anything else? Yeah, that's it. Darn. I mean, they have all these cute kimonos and shit. I just want to see if this other option leads anywhere. Nope. Did this one have a second option? Yeah. Alright. Darn. That's upsetting. I want to buy cool Inazuma style stuff. Gotta get the shiny. Gotta avoid the daily commission because I don't care right now. Bye. Here we go. Tea house.
I see. So Kurosawa stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her. Perhaps we could coax out some information.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kurosawa is also carrying out the Vision Hunt Decree. She obeys the orders of the Raiden Shogun without question. In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was so willing to allow his escape. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against us without a second thought.
True. Though if you ask me, Master Masakatsu's release is an unexpected blessing. We are now one step closer to victory. And we couldn't have done it without Yoimiya and the Traveler. You're turning out to be even more...
Don't mention it.
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time without the help of the Traveler. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, there is still much to be done. It is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued Master Masakatsu, but our list of allies appears to be growing. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. They call it a ceremony of sorts. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryou Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little more breathing room than usual.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of Hotpot together? Funny enough, I learned a new Hotpot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A Hotpot game? What's that? Well, as long as it has to do with eating.
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the Hotpot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it, and guess whose ingredient it was. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Tradition even has it that the winner receives blessings from the god of Hotpot. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my ingredients prepared.
You really do want to play, huh? Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon-level Joyun chilies! Super! This is already shaping up to be...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like Yoimiya's fireworks are going off inside me.
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically all those weird ingredients without a second thought. Toma? You okay, buddy?
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled dongo, oh, and whatever that thing was that nearly froze my tongue off. Hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes. Time I call it a night, everyone.
You've only got yourself to blame, Toma. All those strange things you ate were ingredients you added yourself.
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think the Traveler ended up eating one. Boiling cakes in Hotpot? Ugh. Think of the texture.
I must apologize. To be perfectly honest, I thought the cakes would be a tasty addition.
Uh-oh. I'm definitely not okay. I need to lie down. I feel like a new man.
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of Hotpot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. Still, I couldn't be beaten at my own game first time around. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. I can sense it. So without further ado, I hereby declare that the winner of today's Hotpot Challenge is... me.
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care of. Next on the agenda, some well-earned rest and relaxation.
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparations as Toma claims, then some rest would be a welcome change of pace. And with the extra time, there are some other matters I wish to attend to.
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll reconvene at the Komori Tea House and discuss our next operation. Downtime is hard to come by these days, so be sure to make the most of it. I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that everyone knows the rules. I'll see you all later.
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori Tea House for a while. Why don't we go explore some other places?
Toma's cute, but kind of dumb, isn't he? I'm like, good grief, my dude. Yay.
One, two, breathe. 3, 4,
And I need more of those. Yay.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Bye.